Camera's rolling. This is scene A, shot A, take 1.
My soul will rest easy, knowing the treasure is safe with you.
This Halloween experience came to be because I know there's a lot of people in the acting class who are passionate about, the holiday Halloween. It's their favorite holiday. They love to dress up. And we kind of had free reign to create a project of our own this year because of the pandemic and online school. So we went through a couple of ideas of trying to create an experience for the community for Halloween because we knew traditional trick-or-treating just wasn't going to be an option. And then the rec department approached us about joining their project that they had already begun, and that's kind of how that all happened.
The Piedmont Recreation Department gave us the character starters and the story starters, as well as pretty much all of the materials we could have asked for. And they also gave us pretty much full creative license to change whatever we wanted, with their permission, of course. And our job was to establish the story, write the scripts, design the characters, cast the roles, and shoot and edit the video.
Working with the rec department was one of the most fantastic experiences I've ever had. Jackson and David, the two staff members who were helping us out, created an incredible ambiance for us to work in. It made it extremely easy for the actors to get into character. It was easy for us to direct because everything was set up when we got there. David did a great job with creating the jump scares, and Jackson did a great job with all of the logistics of everything. They were really, really great and really, really helpful when it came to producing that scene. So we really, really want to thank the rec department for being so amazing to us and working with us on this project.
And basically, as directors/producers, we were in charge of communications, a lot of planning and organizing, making timelines, making groups.
We divided the class into groups, and each group focused on a certain aspect of the project. For example, we had a group for script writing and a group for costume design, and etc., etc. And Lainey and I pretty much oversaw the whole process. We were like the directors.
When we were working on the script, Jackson and David came up with the characters. Us, as the script writing department, did not come up with the characters and did not come up with most of the plot. However, we edited the script down to make it more appropriate for children and to make it suitable for all ages, and we really, really tried to give all ages something to enjoy. We also added lots of the stage directions, which made it a lot easier for me to direct that finale scene because it's very, very complicated to do that if you don't have a base for anything.
Wait, am I looking at the camera? Am I looking at the camera or no?
Yeah.
Well, the good news is we're not going to pretend that black is... Oh, no.
So again, all credit for the characters goes to Jackson and David. They did a great job creating those, but us as a script writing department, we really, whittled that down and made it precise and concise.
Is he ready?
So my role in this production was primarily editing. I did a ton of editing. I did editing on the welcome video, the decoder video, the key video, and I did basically all of the editing in the finale as well, which was a lot of fun to do.
Keep a sharp lookout and notify me if you run into any danger.
That's good, I think.
In this production, I was the photographer and filmed the final scene in the basement, the welcome video, and the scene in Bear Park where Blackwood found a fragment of the gravestone.
Okay, walk! Walk to me! Corinne!
I'm coming!
Well, before this project, majority of my experience came from my film work in robotics, but I haven't really done any major work.
I have done my fair share of working in film, doing some camera work and audio work in the past, and definitely just a lot of editing in my free time.
Ah, hello, my young friend. Are you ready to finish this adventure together? Are you ready to finish this adventure together? Are you ready to finish this adventure together?
We generally had about 4 takes per scene to get it perfect and ready for the editing team, but in between each scene, the actors had to adjust. I would make sure the audio was working, among other things, which added the time.
Probably my favorite part of this whole production was editing the finale, because being able to be there both during the filming and in the editing, I was kind of able to get the whole experience, every aspect of it.
For the final scene in the basement, we were practically there from 5 to really late at night, so we really put a lot of effort and time into this project.
But be wary. Rumor has it that...
Nice one, idiot.
To play the roles, we held a sort of auditions. We really just looked at the characters we had created and the traits that they had, and we know our classmates and our peers, and so we found people that we knew would represent those traits really well and make the experience really wonderful in the videos, and we cast them in those roles.
What was really tricky was finding people who could work on such a tight schedule. I mean, with only 3 weeks before Halloween to film, most people were busy. Luckily, we were able to find 3 amazing actors, Corinne Richards, Darius Grimmer, and Jackson Temple, with flexible schedules to play each of the roles.
Well, I just remember Ella and Lainey texting me almost at the exact same time, asking me to play the part that I was in, and I read this text being like, what? Because I was already sort of in the behind the scenes production already, not really as much as I would want to be. I kind of wanted to be more part of it, more involved, really, and I was like, this is perfect, might as well act in it.
I was on the list of people who might have played Cavendish, but I lost out to my brother, who originally was cast for it, and he just didn't have time to do it, which I was really happy about, because I knew that I was second in line to get the role, and I was so happy, because Cavendish is just such a fun character, and while writing all the dialogue and just kind of editing things around, it was, he was definitely my favorite character, and I really wanted to play him.
No! I'll be back!
So Lainey messaged me and said that she needed someone to play the evil villain in the Halloween thing, so I was like, alright, sure, and then we talked for a bit, and then she was basically just like, alright, cool, we'll text you about when we're filming.
My initial thoughts are kind of like, I have no idea what I'm getting myself into, and I guess I'm gonna do this, it sounds really fun.
I will grind that Graceland to dust before I let anyone else take what's mine.
What? Oh my god, sorry.
Sorry.
It gives me an excuse to do something fun, dress up, and really act again.
I've always wanted to play an evil character, so I was very happy with who I got to play.
I 100% got really exhausted during the filming. There was not a single shot in that I got first try. There are so many just shots of me getting it almost to the end of it, of the scene, and then just completely breaking down because I forgot one word.
I kind of tried to blot everything out as best I could and kind of just focus on my lines.
Something that really helped me was just everybody there, because I really missed all the acting kids and I want to get to know some of them more, and that helped me socialize a little bit.
I was in charge of helping with costuming, makeup, and hair. When I got into high school, I joined the school musical and they needed help with doing stage makeup, and I had a little bit of experience with that, so I offered to help who was in charge with that. And so that's definitely how I started doing other people's makeup and hair. We would meet a lot and brainstorm what we think the characters would look like. We read through the script a few times and thought about the vibes of the characters and what we think they should look like. I had actually seen the Facebook post. I'm pretty sure Lainey sent it to me. It was some parents congratulating us and saying it was really great, and that was so sweet. That made me so happy because, like, I know that this year COVID is making it very hard for children to have a lot of fun and go outside and live their life like a child should live. And I'm really, really glad that children got to be able to experience maybe a not very normal Halloween, but still hopefully a fun one.
It was so much fun meeting the explorers on Halloween. That was my favorite part of the entire experience, because it was just so nice to be able to see all the people that we affected, because I knew that it was somewhere in the realm of 225 families, but that is just, it wasn't something that I could really comprehend. So it was so nice to be able to see everybody that got to take part in this adventure, and just meeting everybody, meeting all the people that I saw. It was so nice. It was definitely my favorite part.
I knew from the beginning of quarantine that with COVID, Halloween would be very unlikely to happen this year, and it would be up to me to keep Halloween alive. I was worried that if I didn't do my part, so many kids would miss out on the best part of the year. Trick-or-treating was definitely a no, right? So I knew I had to team up with the only other person who is as passionate about Halloween as I am, Lainey Telligan, to come up with another safe but just as fun alternative.
I'm passionate about Halloween because I love to dress up. I love to be able to express myself however I want to, wear unconventional things, and just have fun. And it's such a wonderful holiday with some wonderful movies too, may I add. And it really made me sad that that spirit wasn't going to be as strong or as lively as it has been in past years this year. But I wasn't going to let that happen. I love Halloween. I love dressing up. I love being able to express myself however I want to. What is that? Whoever's editing this, what was that? We're gonna start over that last question.